I am here for the shift that is taking place. I am here for the truth that is getting exposed, for the reality of marriage. I think most people just think about the wedding day and don't think about the responsibility of being somebody's maid, somebody's cook, somebody's servant on an everyday basis. We have this idolized, romanticized version when it comes to marriage that Disney has sold us, Disney has lied to us, so we can just fall for the okie doke. So now modern women are
desperate.
Modern women are known as pick-me's. Pick-me's everywhere. They want to be picked. They want to be picked so bad. They really want that ring. I don't think many realize what this ring symbolizes. This ring can symbolize being chained up, locked up. This can be your handcuff, honestly, because you're not only signing up to be somebody's jailmate, cellmate, soulmate, trauma mate. You're signing up for all of that. But we have only looked at the soulmate area. We feel like we're lacking or we're missing out on something in this world if we don't have a soulmate. If we don't have someone sleeping in our bed every night.
Something is desperately wrong.
And back in the traditional days, they had to force women to be married. But now, in this modern day, we have been brainwashed, we have been programmed to just follow suit, to be picked, to be chosen, to be somebody's maid, to be somebody's servant, to be somebody's sex worker, somebody's wife at the end of the day. But not knowing the reality, the responsibility of taking care of somebody else. Having a husband sounds like having a son on steroids. It's not giving what it's supposed to give for me. It's not doing what it's supposed to do for me. So back in the traditional days, women had to be forced because we didn't have our own bank accounts. We didn't have our own money. So we used men as a resource to our own money. But now we live in a modern day times where you can get your own money. You can get your own bag. You can be your own come up. But instead, we choose to be bought at a high cost. And honestly, marriage is a high cost to be bought at. So now we have moralized marriage. So we look like that is what God has told us to do, when really patriarchy just sprinkled God in there.
Know if I'm pro-monogamy or non-monogamy, and it's just a choice, guys. One is not better than the other. However, we as animals are inherently non-monogamous. Okay, that's just the way it is. And people don't like that because they think I'm against the institution of marriage. I'm just saying what it is. I'm not against it. I'm not for it. It's just an institution akin to any other institution which is constructed by man and therefore needs to be examined and not exalted because of the belief system that it is divinely ordained. It is not divinely ordained. Nothing is really divinely ordained. It is man-made. It is constructed. And therefore it needs to be severely scrutinized, criticized if need be, and examined in a healthy, intelligent way, right? So we need to really look at these notions of monogamy and non-monogamy and marriage and divorce. And these are all dualities created by systems, by the limited imagination of man for control, for oppression, for possession. That's all what institutions do. They control, they possess, and they dominate. That's all. So as long as you realize that, do whatever you want.
So you have to understand what you're signing up for. When they say provider and protector, what does that P really mean? I see pimp in my eyes, but you know what? Marriage is a high-class prostitution that is just legalized. Because you have to really think about it. A man wants to penetrate inside of you. And what is your cost for that? Because your body, your temple, should be priceless, should be at the top of the charts. If you're going to just be used by someone else's low-grade pleasure, then you better have a cost on it. But I cannot be bought out here. I would much rather get it on my own. I would much rather cook for myself, do for myself, love myself, honor myself, be a wife to myself, instead of doing that for someone else and not getting any type of benefits, no type of reciprocation, no type of appreciation. I'd rather go where I'm appreciated, not where I'm tolerated. And we just chase after this big wedding, because that's the only day you're going to look extra good. Because the rest of it, you're going to be having this work outfit of maid and cook and cleaner and all that other good stuff. Because you're ultimately working for somebody else. And what are you getting out of this? Okay, you're getting shelter, food, but how is your mental? Do you have peace? Are you able to rest? I live a very soft life being single. I'm able to rest in my femininity. I'm able to rest in my masculinity because I'm only focused on myself. I'm really giving all my energy to myself. Your energy is so valuable, and you're giving this away. You're giving this away just because you got a ring, and we have this idea of marriage when it's just legalized bond with somebody else. It's a legalized bond with someone else that you are choosing to handcuff yourself to someone that can really be traumatizing to your spirit, that can really be annoyance, that can be ignorance. But you're choosing this because we have this fantasy, we have this idea of romance, and we live our life like a romance novel instead of living our life on our own terms.
All the time, I wouldn't want to be anybody's wife or anybody's mother, because these individuals give more. I would much rather be responsible to go out and earn the money and pay the bills than I just would not. I don't know if I have the capacity to actually run a family, take care of a husband, take care of children, take care of all the bills, figure out groceries. I just don't know if I could do it. I just don't think we as men, I don't think we have the temperament most of the time to be that selfless. Let's put it that way. And what I find is with women who are preoccupied with families and relationships and children and all of this, it's almost impossible for them to find the time for self-care. And so they taking care of everybody else, but they don't have the time to take care of the most important person to everyone.
In my ancestors' wildest dreams, I would much rather be single in this lifetime. I would thug it out, get it on my own, prioritize my own self-care, heal my inner child, love on me, honor me. I cannot be bought out here. Not for no ring, not for no price tag, not for no relationship. Love is the bare minimum when you love yourself. So now you can set the tone differently. You can create a relationship style that works for you. And marriage is not even in the game plan. I am creating my own relationship. I am creating how I am interacting with anyone in this lifetime. And I am really prioritizing myself first, and everybody else has to follow suit if they even want to be around me and near me, because I know my gift is the prize. I know my presence is the gift, and now I'm able to rest into my feminine energy, and I'm no longer surviving, I'm thriving because I'm choosing myself. I live a very luxurious, soft life because I'm single, and I don't gotta fight with nobody. I don't gotta argue with nobody. I have to prove my love to nobody. You know how exhausting it is to trying to prove that I love you on a day-to-day basis? Drake said it best, you know? I don't got time to show you that I love you for a living when I rather prioritize my career, my purpose here. I'd rather put God first over everything, because as mothers, as women, as wives, we overextend ourselves and we get taken advantage of, and we have the world on our back. But our creative womb is getting left behind because we're giving everybody access to our body, our womb, our energy. Certain things have to be off limits. Access denied. You will not get access to me if you're going to do the bare minimum. And you are going to be on my program, my terms, because I am creating a relationship style, a relationship, a friendship where I am putting my peace of mind first and foremost. I'm not trying to beg you to love me because I already got that under control. And I don't care who's fake around me because I'm real with myself. So now I don't need a lot out of relationships. I'm not very needy and I don't need you. I want you here. So you better act accordingly because I will go ghost instantly. Play with me if you want to. But I am my ancestors' wildest dreams for choosing this solo soft life for me.